Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my channel, you're very welcome. Please kindly subscribe, like, comment, share. I always share amazing recipes, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you're the first to be notified anytime I share a new recipe. Today I'll be teaching you how to make pizza at the comfort of your home with two very simple methods. So come, let's do this together. So for our pizza, we'll be starting first with our dough, and these are what we need for our dough. Do not worry, as usual, I'll drop all the measurement for you in the comment section. So I'm adding my sugar into my bowl. I'll be adding my yeast, and then I'll be adding my water. That water it's warm water, and then I'll be covering this for about 5 minutes just to activate the yeast. And then I'll be adding my flour mixture into this, and then I'll just use my spatula to combine all of this together, and then we'll switch to our hands because we're going to be kneading, and you don't knead with spatula, right? So I just added my vegetable oil to this just to add up, gather all of this together, and then once I've managed to form like a mini dough, I'll transfer this straight back on my working surface. All right, if you notice, I didn't sprinkle any flour on the table because the dough still contains a lot of flour, and I've kneaded this for like about 15 minutes, and the dough is already coming up together. It's already looking lush and beautiful. I always tell you, whenever you're doing anything that has to do with yeast, give time to kneading well. If you knead, you will enjoy your dough. And so I'm just sprinkling some oil on my on the bowl, and then I'll be transferring this our dough back into it to give it time to rest. I'll cover it and allow it to sit for like an hour, and then for it to double up in size. So we'll continue. The next thing we'll be making is our pizza sauce. They sell most of this pizza sauce in the shop, but I like making my own, okay? And as usual, I'll drop all the measurement for the ingredients I use in making my pizza sauce. I've added my fresh tomato, I added onions, some spices, some herbs, and some ketchup, and then I'm blending all of this together. All right, after blending, this is what it looks like. So I'll be heating up some oil, and then I'll be frying that tomato paste just to fry it a bit to take away that raw taste of the tomato. Okay, so I'm just frying this for like 5 to 7 minutes, and it's ready. So here is our pizza sauce. It's already ready. I'm transferring it in a plate, and I will be setting this aside. This is what our pizza sauce looks like. Okay, you can make this and keep whenever you want to make pizza use. And then for our toppings, I'll be using beef and some hot dog. You can decide to use chicken, you can decide to use bacon, you can decide to use whatever kind of protein you decide. It's left to you, but this is what I have and it's what I'm using. I'm using some beef, so I'm going to be cutting this into tiny bits. All right, just the way you're seeing it. You can cut it in any size you decide to, you feel your meat or your topping wants to be. You give it whatever size. For the toppings, it's just left to you. So after cutting my meat, this is what it looks like, and that's my hot dog over there. I'm just going to be marinating this a bit. So with it, I'm adding some mixed herbs, some paprika, some stock cubes, some sweet chili sauce, and some chicken powder. I'll just stir all of this together, and then I'll set it aside for a while. And then I set it aside for like 10 minutes because there's no time, and then I'll just fry it. I heat up some oil, and then I'll be transferring our cut beef into this, and then I'll be frying it. When you start frying it, you notice that it's already secreting some water. Just keep frying until it has dried that water completely. You keep frying. You see it still has some water even in this stage, but I kept on stirring it until right now the whole water in the mixture has already dried up. Okay, so our beef is ready to be used for our pizza topping. So I'm just going to be adding this into a plate, and I'll be setting it aside, allow it to get cold while I prepare other recipes. Meat is already looking lush, right? All right, so here is me grating my mozzarella cheese because we'll be making use of cheese for this. Okay, mozzarella cheese comes in blocks, so I just use my grater to grate it so that it will be easy to sprinkle when I want to use. So here our toppings are here. I'll also be using some green and red bell pepper. All right, here's our mozzarella cheese, just like I told you. I got it from ShopRite. You can get it from any big supermarket. Okay, just go there, tell them you want cheese, and they'll give it to you. So we're continuing with our pizza right now. Everything is ready. So our dough has doubled in size. I'm just blowing up the air inside of it, and then I'll be transferring it back to my sprinkled work surface. I'm not kneading it per se. I'm just gathering it together to form like a ball dough so that it will be easy for me to divide into the parts that I want it to. So I'm just going to be dividing this into 4. I'm dividing into 4, but I actually did into 2. I just do into 4 so that I can weigh and make sure that they are of the same size. Okay, so right now I'm spreading my dough just to form like a round surface around this thing, and we're doing our stove method first. All right, and so we'll be using our non-stick pan. I have rolled my dough into a circle. Sometimes when you roll this dough, they start seizing back to themselves, so you need your hand to also spread it on whatever surface you're using. All right, so I have spread it and I've put it on fire. Please do this on very low heat. All right, do it on very low heat. You fry one side of the dough, and then you spread the other side, and then you start putting in your pizza sauce first, and then you put in your cheese. Please do this very fast, okay, so that the down is not ready before that cheese has melted, because the idea is for the cheese to melt into your pizza. All right, so I'll spread my cheese and I started putting in my beef and my hot dog, the one we prepared earlier, okay, and then I'm also going to be adding my green and red bell pepper. Sorry. All right, you can decide when it comes to pizza whatever toppings you want to use. Like I told you, just feel free, play around and be happy, okay? Do what makes you happy, okay? All right, so I'm adding more cheese, because yes, what is pizza without cheese? Pizza is cheese, is pizza, pizza is cheese. All right, so I've covered it, and after like 5 minutes our cheese has melted, and guys, this is our stove method and our pizza is ready. Look how lush and yummy, beautiful this is looking. Tell me, say you know the entire eye. And see how easy it is, right? All right, so I'm just going to be cutting this into different sizes, because why? You have to cut it now to pick it up, you know now. And guys, see the cheese. I had to cut, man. I had to take a bite from this thing. I didn't even care I was shooting video anymore, because I could not hold myself. This self-control is not easy, my people. So I've taken a bite, and guys, this is super yummy, delicious. You should try it. You see, we didn't use any oven and it came out very nice. So now we're moving to the oven method. Just the same method, you just roll up your dough, but this time you'll be baking it in the oven, so you need like a pan. Pizza has a particular kind of pan that is being used for it. They call it pizza tray. I don't have it, but if you know me, I'm a king of improvisation. Yes, so I improvise with this flat pan I have. That's what I always use when I want to make my pizza. But if you can get the pizza pan itself, it looks very, very flat, or any kind of flat pan will work for you. All right, so I told you before, these things they like seasoning, but I'm using my hand to just spread it around to make sure that it gets to the edges of the pan, okay, looking very beautiful. All right, so take your time to spread it. You notice this season. I'm poking some holes just to release air, because this is going into the oven, and you know, if there's no release, if it doesn't release air, it might swell up, and I don't want that. So the first method is to put our pizza sauce. Sorry, be generous with your pizza sauce, because why? You have it, so why being stingy with it? And then I'm going to be spreading cheese, and then our toppings, our hot dog and our beef that we prepared earlier, and then I'm going to be putting our red bell peppers and green bell peppers, and then I'm going to be putting more and more cheese. Like I told you, whatever you feel is the topping that you like, please play around, don't be stingy. And this is what it looks like, and it's ready to be put into the oven. All right, so I'll put this into the oven, and it's out, guys. Look at our pizza now, looking very lush and beautiful. This is the one we made in the oven. So whichever method works for you, whichever method you feel is what you have, please do it. Please play around, and please, if you've watched to this extent, I beg you in the name of God, please kindly subscribe to my channel. I share amazing recipes you can use to make money for yourself, okay? You will never ever regret being part of this Berrylicious family. I am welcoming you into the Berrylicious family. All right, so till I see you next time. Look at our pizza. I'm already cutting it now, ready to be, you know, devoured, and it's looking so cheesy cheese. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until I see you next time, just know that I love you so much. And if you've not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe, okay? And also follow us on our other social media handles. We have our Facebook and Instagram page where I share simple, easy recipes to make. Till I see you next time. Bye.